And pick off a gateway. Naniwa, of course, can't really engage that until he has the right amount of stalkers.
Yep, he actually should be careful right now. He's losing one stalker in the process. Colossi is joining in the fun though. Blink not ready yet. Colossi should be careful as well. Stim being activated, but Nani ain't crazy. He loses a little bit of HP on the shields, but no big deal.
Really nice play there from ThorZain, just being aggressive and getting a lot of mileage out of his units. Naniwa building a lot of Colossi. He's got 3 Colossi out already. He's continuing to pump more, so he's not making that switch into Templar as quickly as he did against ThorZain.
We do see that second starport being added right now for ThorZain though. Ghost Academy was going up as well. I guess it's already completed. It's going to be a reactor on that one factory. That's interesting. Oh, he's just going to switch it up straight away with the starport. Never mind. So he wants to make sure he can get enough Vikings in time. Second armor upgrade is going down for Naniwa. Charge slot getting researched.
Yeah, and he's really aggressively, blinking around the map and just checking everything out, trying to establish some map control, looking for those drop ships. I want to emphasize how careful he needs to be. He's down 30 supply. If he gets caught out of position, that'll ruin his day in a hurry. Yeah,
we have those Colossi here. We have actually a nice blink right there. It takes off 2 Vikings, I believe, before the game really starts. One Stalker does get slowed down by these concussive shells, though 2 Stalkers actually, so not sure if that was so much of a good trade for Naniwa. Nani slowly but steady closing the gap right now, though. Supply-wise, he's still down 22 supply, roughly something like that, but that shouldn't be the end of the world. Let's take a look at the Viking count. At least while sniping off 2 Vikings, he probably delayed the push a little bit from ThorZain.
Yeah, ThorZain finding this proxy pylon of Naniwa, going to kill that before any Zealot shenanigans or even some DTs could be warped in. Of course, no DT tech in sight here for Naniwa. At what point usually do you see Protoss mix in the DT against Terran?
It really depends. I mean, I always feel that going DTs is a little bit of a gamble. It's very good at denying possible next expand, though. That can be very annoying for a Terran. Right now, I'm not sure if you really want to go DTs or not. It's quite a big investment, and if you take a look at the army-wise, I mean, ThorZain is still 25 supply ahead. And then you have to ask yourself, would it be smart right now to invest a lot of gas into a DT build, which could potentially do absolutely 0 damage? Ah, nice blink right there. Snipes off 1 Viking. Losing 1 Stalker, but nevertheless, an excellent move right there by Naniwa.
Naniwa investing very heavily into Colossi this game. He's still pumping them out. He's got 5 on the map. Whoa, these Stalkers not in the best position there. Only going to lose some shields. 1 Stalker blinking and getting stuck up on the high ground there. Meanwhile, the 3rd base of ThorZain has completed. He's got the planetary there, and he's already building a 4th command center. He's expanding very aggressively here.
1-1 upgrade for ThorZain right now. 2-1 is on the way, though. Actually, he's getting a air upgrade for the Vikings already. That's interesting right now. This Zealot is going to get suicided, but it does get a little bit of information. 171 supply right now against 176. ThorZain wasn't sure if he should make more Vikings or not. I guess he's pretty sure right now after this scan. Naniwa's army is looking quite beastie.
Oh yeah, a lot of charge lots are in there, and the upgrades for Naniwa are pretty strong here. He's got the +2 armor. Oh,
nice
great EMPs. Takes out so many shields on basically on virtually all the Protoss army there.
He didn't hit the sentries though, and that's of course crucial. You would have rather hit the sentries. Nevertheless, more and more Rexes are going down right now. Supply depots getting built. ThorZain will be able to max out anytime soon. We will see.
Naniwa is building so many Colossi. At what point do you say, hey, that's too many?
I think until the point if he would potentially lose a fight with a lot of Vikings left, he's not going to create any Vikings anymore. But right now, I guess it's always worth it. I don't think the Viking count is that ridiculous.
There's 11 out. 11 Vikings against 6 Colossi.
4 more getting produced, but nevertheless, it always takes time to kill 4 Colossi, no matter how many Vikings you have. Ooh, a couple of Stalkers getting misrallied. Both players maxed out now, though, so now we're going to see it. Now we're going to find out what's better, the maximum Protoss or the maximum Terran. Yeah,
well, in the games against ThorZain, we saw ThorZain actually force an engagement, perhaps at a bad time. A little bit of okay, the Stalkers just kind of walk up and then blink back. That's such a great mobile unit. Is the Blink Stalker? Man,
Naniwa doesn't have Storm this time. Oh, nice
go!
Godlike EMP right there. Now actually he did hit a lot of the sentries. As you can see, there's just 1 sentry with energy. The Colossi doing insane damage though.
So much front-loaded damage. The Colossi just piling on the damage. The Vikings are fighting though. The Colossi are falling very rapidly. The bio ball of ThorZain actually backing up a lot. Look at this. Wow, all the Vikings are going to fall. 3 Colossi remain, and it's hard to pick a winner for me, but ThorZain is really going to keep pushing the issue.
Yeah, he has to be careful. It's going to be tough to kill the remaining 2 Vikings, but just Stalkers. I mean, Stalkers are like paper against upgraded Marauders. Here we can see Naniwa is retreating once again.
Oh, wow, and now ThorZain's absolutely pushing Naniwa back, pushing into the 3rd base now of Naniwa. ThorZain's looking so strong here.
ThorZain is playing excellent, really great EMPs that change so much. Even though I love Naniwa's positioning on the Stalkers, killing a lot of the Vikings, Naniwa forced to pull probes right now. Look at the army, it's so damaged if he only has 1 or 2 storms. He does have a couple of zealots, but he's not getting in a good position to really force the fight right now.
I think it's interesting that you mentioned Storm, because I feel like Naniwa really waited way too long to add in his Templar tech. He's just now started the Storm research.
And Dark Shrine is going up in the same moment. Naniwa actually quite low on gas right now. He's not mining gas from this assimilator either. That's very uncharacteristic. Nani, start using your assimilators, please. I love that move. Just a couple of Marauders right there. Even though they do get picked up, I just love just giving a sign off like, hey man, your next is really low HP.
Man, ThorZain is constantly building command centers. He's got his 5th command center building right now. I'm not really sure where it's going to go. Is he going to go across to Naniwa's side of the base and expand over there? I have no idea, but ThorZain just looking so strong. Naniwa is once again closing that supply gap 150 to 180.
Storm is... Storm is halfway down, but I do love that by ThorZain. There's no reason to bank too many minerals. If you get orbitals, it's already worth it, and that also means that you're able to sacrifice SUVs. This is something that you see the Muslim do as well, late game against Protoss, and I really think it's an excellent decision.
Okay, here we go. We're going to have another little bit of a fight here. Vikings coming forward, but there's only 1 Colossus there. Vikings, oh no, there's 2 there. But the Vikings do back off almost immediately, and these guys are just jockeying for position, trying to find a good engage. Whoa, High Templar!
Wow, good job right there by Naniwa sniping off 2 Vikings. I love how both players are still playing so well, even though there's so much pressure in this situation. It's so tense. 1 EMP or 1 big storm can completely decide this game, and it's just insane.
Both guys playing very well, but you're exactly right. The guy that wins the first huge engagement is got to be the guy that closes out this game. And look at this, ThorZain's going to commit to the 4th expansion of Naniwa. I feel like he might be backing himself into a corner here. Naniwa going to force the issue. Zealots charging in, Archons engaging, Stalkers blinking up. There's a lot of Marauders there, though. This Terran army is doing so much damage.
I still feel excellent position right there by Naniwa, though. We have 2 cannons in the back as well. Look at the Zealots doing such a good job. Look at this Archon and the Colossi. I think Naniwa is actually somehow winning this fight.
Oh, Naniwa cleans up ThorZain's army, and everything ThorZain has is gone now. He really just put himself in an awful position. Oh, dropping in the back and killing that expansion, but was it worth it?
Yeah, he took a lot of losses, though, and his economy isn't that sick. I mean, it's very good, don't get me wrong, but he only has 2 orbital commands, actually, and the other things are planetary fortresses. If I were him, I would have gone at least for 1 more orbital. He does have a command center, but look at Nani right now, 40 supply ahead. I cannot believe how patient Nani was, and he's so good, it's not even funny.
Oh my gosh, Naniwa now going to start pushing the issue himself, pushing into the EMPs. 3rd base. This orbital is going to take a lot, or as a planetary, it's going to take a lot of damage, but Naniwa just going to realize, just how much stuff is there and then back off almost immediately. ThorZain able to scare Naniwa away, at least for now.
Bit surprised that ThorZain didn't go for the EMPs over there. I guess he didn't really want to go for a full up-front fight, which does make a little bit of sense. But nevertheless, almost everything was grouped up. So then I'd say you might as well just throw an EMP. Even if it's just 1, it would have done insane damage.
Man, Nani's just kind of everywhere at once. He's maxed out now. A good solid 40 supply ahead. Looks like he's going to try once again to come down on top of the army. He's basically splitting the army up. Now he can attack either the natural or the army of ThorZain, and ThorZain has to choose where. Oh, nice EMP on that High Templar.
Exactly, nice EMP, even though just hit 1 High Templar. Feedback, nice storm actually. And now he goes in a lot of trouble. 1 goes fall down. Good EMP nevertheless.
Great EMP. Takes out a lot of shields and a lot of energy. Stalkers blink here. They are going to try to pick off that Viking, but it will get away. The second Viking is going to fall. Oh man, ThorZain trying to close the supply gap, but Naniwa was so far ahead.
It's going to get so tough for ThorZain right now to get in a good position. Most of his units are coming from his main base as well. 1 Archon is going to get up caught off guard position. The Colossi have to be careful as well. Nice storm, nice offensive blink.
And the Vikings are going to take a lot of damage here. The Colossi and the Archons in conjunction are just doing so much damage. The army of Naniwa looking absolutely unstoppable. 173 supply to 100. ThorZain, oh my god, Naniwa's reinforcements coming in from behind. Good game, well played. Naniwa, like you said, so patient, so smart, just sitting back and waiting. And finally, ThorZain puts himself into an awkward position, going for that 4th base of Naniwa. I feel like that was the critical mistake. He played so well up to that point, and then once Naniwa killed that army, it's just like the game spiraled so rapidly out of ThorZain's control.
100% agree. Such a great game by both players, though, and you can see how well these 2 guys are how well they are matched. It's almost insane. Both of them are so cool. And look at Naniwa. He just looks like nothing ever happened, but that was a really tense game.
That guy is so intense, man. Are his eyes bleeding? Look at that. It's like these flames about to pop up out of his face. Oh my god. Naniwa scares me sometimes, man. Like when he's playing Starcraft, he's terrifying.
No, but yeah, just to recap that game a little bit, 100% agree. ThorZain lost way too many units. That was such an excellent position for Naniwa, of course, with some of the Zealots, and more importantly, he had those 2 cannons in the back, but he already saw that coming. He's like, okay, if you want to go there, you have 2 cannons as well. Then he's going to have to focus the cannons. You're obviously going to have slight overkill because you don't have the exact amount of Marauders. Oh yeah, let me select 8 Marauders to kill those cannons. Yeah. So you're going to even lose a little bit of DPS, like that could have gone into army. Yeah, then Naniwa's army was just too much to deal with, and his Blink Stalker control in that game, always picking up that 1 or 2 additional Vikings. Excellent, excellent, excellent play.
You know, certainly